Hi Scorpio, welcome back to Tarot POSH. I'm going to be doing your reading for October 20th through the 31st, 2021. This is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and any aspects of Scorpio that are within your natal chart. Or if your North Node, your present life direction, is in Scorpio, then this is for you. My playlists are categorized by month. So if you feel this is not significant for you, don't force it. Just look in the playlist and see if any other aspects, any other signs within your natal chart that you feel drawn to, and check those out. So let's get to it. I'm going to be doing a reading today to energy check and spread. It's going to be card 1, what is bringing you happiness? Card 2, what are your burdens? Card 3, where will you land? Card 4, how to ground yourself and plant new growth. I did this reading once before, so I'm looking at my cheat sheet over there. I always try out these readings for myself, my own personal readings, before I share them with you. So this, I feel, is a pretty potent reading, and it gives a good overall energy check-in. Don't force anything again if it doesn't resonate with you. I'm going to be using, I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot for you. This is by Deborah Blake. It's not Halloween yet, but I'm drawn to use this deck right now. So let's see what is going on. The full moon is in Aries tonight on the 20th. So what do I have to say about this full moon? This full moon has to do with communication. Think before you speak, but your communication is tied to your thoughts and vice versa. And also relationships, right? Because that's how we ask for what we want, how we express our feelings, our emotions. So if you want to know more about this full moon that I feel is pretty potent in Aries, then you can Google it, because it's too much information to share here within this reading, okay? But I just want to put that out there if you do follow the moon phases. I usually feel the full moon 2 days before and 2 days after, and this one is definitely pretty potent. So Aries is the sign of positive or yang cardinal fire. Aries is bold, energetic, youthful, and gifted at setting things into motion, because you're a cardinal sign if you're Aries. So you're Scorpio, so this, even though it's in Aries, you know, the full moon can still affect you. Aries is a fire sign, and the Emperor is the major arcana, so it deals with the foundation. We all have foundations within our life, right? We're all emperors. We rule all our kingdoms of the pentacles. That's the physical material world, health, education, income, finances, our home life. The swords are thought, communication, logic, being analytical. The wands are that fire energy, that, you know, also phallic energy, also being motivated and fired up about our passions. And cups are feelings, emotions, relations, all that jazz, okay? So, but this is for Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign. You're a fixed sign, so you're stable and determined. Death is your card for the major arcana in Tarot, and death is all about birth and transformation. It's not a negative card. It's part of life. It's birth and transformation, rebirth and transformation, death and rebirth, transformation. You're always transforming. You're always learning. And this year, your dates, your horoscope dates, because they do fluctuate, it's October 24th to 11/21, November 21st. I already have a card coming out for you. What brings you happiness is the Ace of Pentacles. What's your burden? 8 of Swords. Analysis paralysis, like trapped up in your head, feeling like your hands are tied. You don't want to look at things that are right in front of you, and that can be a burden. You're holding up this Ace of Pentacles, and that is a new initiative that has to do with finance, career, home life, health, education. It's all a big ball of wax, as I always say with the Pentacles. It covers so many things. And you have a homestead in the background here on this card. So I almost feel like you're removing yourself a little bit from that, and you're happy because you feel there's a new beginning. But your broom is not taking flight. It's there still. You're not in movement. You're grounded. You're staying there. You're standing your ground possibly. There's a little bit of mysterious energy with you, with your kitty cat here. But, you know, Scorpios are always mysterious. The sun is shining on you, so I feel like you have blessings and you have happiness and success with this new endeavor, and that's what's making you happy. It could also be just a decision or a mindset that you've changed because you've been in this mindset of this burden with this analysis paralysis, 8 of Swords. This is mental anguish. This is also guilt. It's my card for guilt. Guilting yourself. Again, notice the broom and the hat, you know, are on the ground there. There's no movement with that card. It's like almost like you're waiting to be punished, you know. Where will you land? 6 of Wands. You're going to be victorious. You're going to overcome this. And I feel like it's almost like a reunion. There's a lot of people in the background here. It could be like a family reunion. Where you'll land is being embraced. I always notice that a rose is being handed to an older woman. So, and I also see a child there. But I do feel you're being honored and getting reward and recognition. Somebody in the family may be expecting a new child, or they could be like, even like a christening coming up, or being honored here yourself might take place at like a family party. But that's where you're landing. You're getting recognition, reward, acceptance, and really, I feel leveling up back to where maybe you were before. So, how to ground yourself and plant new growth. You have 5 of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, as we know, we always say it's being left out in the cold, right? So if that's where you land and how to plant new growth, sometimes we have to go through things alone in order to reestablish ourselves. Sometimes we have to shine a light and not be afraid to show that we're vulnerable. And showing you're human, showing your weaknesses is not always a bad thing. And that's what I'm getting. Because we're all human. But I also feel a significant message is recovering from a lack mentality and recovering from a financial downfall, planting new growth that way. I am going to clarify that card. Yes, this has to do with recovering from a sense of lack and restoring your 10 of Pentacles energy, which is long-term, it's retirement, it's all those things that you expect to feel like accomplished. And, you know, this could be working towards that, or you could be at that phase. So it depends what age you are, but it still applies. The overall energy for the reading is the 10 of Pentacles. And that has to do with long-term goal of relationship, family, and making sure everything is secure. You do need to be aware that people are watching what you're doing and making these moves. But there is also this has to do with teamwork. It's like you're working towards that goal, to have that 10 of Pentacles that you picture in your mind. This is a homecoming and a celebration, and that's coming right underneath the 10 of Pentacles and the Sun. So there is happiness and success here. Again, we show it's like 3 generations almost coming together. So I feel like this 10 of Pentacles has to do with relationship, but I also feel like it extends to family. I feel like you're going through a process now where you're going to feel united. And also coming out of that lack mentality of going it alone, but also recovering from financial loss. But someone here is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is being logical. It's a nurturing person underlying. This may be a companion to you. And the Queen of Swords is someone who has that cup energy underlying. All queens as a court card have that cup energy, which is love, being intuitive, being receptive, sensitive. Cup energy is like, if it's a queen, it's that person who's going to listen to you, hear your feelings. But this has sword energy overlying. So they'll listen to a point as a queen, but they are not much up for idle chit-chat, I always say with this, because they have some hurts of their own that they are protecting their feelings over. Because remember, it's sword over emotion. It's thought, logic over emotion. So they're sort of using that sword to not cover up, but balance and weigh their emotions. Still approachable, but it's like you see a little, like that pen in her hand, it's like she's keeping a list, and she has the scrolls of who is naughty and who is nice. And there's a white cat with her, not a black cat. I feel this person was very pure and got hurt. So you need to be aware that there is someone within this situation. I don't feel that's your energy. I feel that's someone outside of you. I'm going to clarify that for you. I'm going to use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot mini deck for you to clarify this. Regardless, we have homecoming celebration. Could be coming home after being in that Eight of Swords energy, feeling like left out in the cold. And this is a wake-up call, but also being able to release your true self in this situation. It's also showing me with this card that there's a unity, that no matter what we go through in life, you know, rich, poor, whatever, good, bad, whatever, healthy, ill, whatever, in the end, with this Judgment card, we're all standing up to the call, naked and vulnerable. We come into the world with nothing, and we leave the world with nothing. And that's why love is so important, because that's the only thing we take with us. This is happening quickly. Messages, changes coming in fast. Coming in fast to change the situation. Now, in this card specifically, there's 5 of Pentacles, but you don't see on the top there that 6th Pentacle. It's almost in view, but you can only see the bottom. And 6 of Pentacles being an evolution from 5 of Pentacles, a sense of lack, to 6 of Pentacles is coming from a sense of lack to an equal give and take, and almost like a appreciating, being appreciative, being kind, being charitable, being equal. Realizing that, as I said with the Judgment card, really we are all like the same, and as humans, you know, want the same thing, mostly. You need to lead with your intuition here. This is the veil between 2 worlds. This is High Priestess is also abundance, and that's where your energy lies with that High Priestess. You need to follow your intuition to possibly avoid a tower moment, or going with your intuition, intuitively following what you want, Scorpio, could be very uncomfortable for you and cause discord. Now, these cards are coming underneath this 8 of Swords. So I feel that the burdens of that, this is what you brought you into it. You could have not been listening to your intuition, and that tower moment and upheaval in life could have happened. This is rest after strife, but there are 3 swords on the wall, so that shows me that there was heartache. Oof. And I see that as the... So sorry for the pause. So what I had come out next is I have the Devil card. So this is all coming out regarding this 8 of Swords energy, which is that guilt, analysis paralysis, Scorpio. And you have the High Priestess here going with your intuition. The Tower, 4 of Swords, and then the Devil. This is making you take a pause here. Hanged Man mode. What is going on with you, Scorpio? You have all this good energy over here, but your burden right now is like so focused. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards coming out. And I have the Queen of Swords, which I feel this is someone that you have hurt or just someone within your circle. It could be a spouse. It could be someone around you, but it's feminine energy, but it could be a part of you. But I'm seeing it's someone outside of you that was hurt. And I feel after I took these cards out here, it's tied to this, this card here, that 8 of Swords. I'm going to pull a card from the John Helen Psychic Tarot because I feel this deck for me, it really clarifies when there's so many messages coming through. I feel like you have 3 different messages coming here. You have the original layout of the spread, the energy check-in. Then you have what related to the 10 of Pentacles that I had said, the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, then the Sun, happiness, success. This all has to do with your spiritual union coming together, and I believe it's with whoever this energy is, this Queen of Swords energy. You have nostalgic love, 6 of Cups tied to this energy. You have history with this person. You feel that they are your destiny, but these are all, to me, when I look at this card, it's all phases of you, and the wheel is ever changing. So maybe you have a change and you're wrapped up in your head about what your destiny is supposed to look like, especially tied to that 10 of Pentacles. There is 2 of Pentacles here. It's like you're juggling choices here regarding money, marriage, where you're planting your seeds, and just your intuition in general. Your solar plexus chakra has a lot of energy coming here that you're absorbing. And with this Wheel of the Destiny card, with the Wheel of Fortune, there's deception and envy. You're wearing a mask and you're opening that mask. Maybe you don't like what you're seeing yourself, or someone doesn't like what they're seeing in you. You need to have a lot of temperance and balance with this card. This is covering the period again. It is the full moon, so that could be why this is so potent for you. If some of you do have Aries in your chart also, that could be it. It's not going to be, every part of this reading is not going to, it's not going to jive like for everybody, totally. But this is specific messages, and I have to say what I got. The Devil here is definitely has to do with codependent, toxicity. And I see this coming across from the 8 of Swords to this 6 of Wands. And this is like a familial card. It looks like, you know, a celebration there almost. And it really, really is something you need to have balance and patience over. That's Sagittarius energy right there. This has to do with a marriage of sorts. This is the Hierophant, wisdom. You need to have patience and wisdom here to follow through with this. So I'm going to leave this where it is with you. This is a lot to take in. Love begins. This reading, I feel like, is all over the place, but this is how the cards came out. So Ace of Pentacles, you have an opportunity to manifest a new beginning with whatever this is with this love. I feel this has to do with long-term goals within a relationship, what your expectations are for your, fairy tale end of story, whatever you want to call it. And I feel that there is a lot going on here. Only you know how this applies, but there's a lot of branches to this. It's almost like a tree. So I'd say go hug a tree, but I don't know if that'll fix everything. But I feel like you need to tap into that wisdom within yourself to figure these things out. And I wish you all the best. Namaste. I pray you find your way on this here. But you have the opportunity for a new initiative with Love Begins, which is manifesting new love, a new beginning. So I feel that's tied to this spiritual union. So namaste. I pray you find your way, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.